Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be your language trainer for this hour. The topic we are going over today is on money. So we will talk about different adjectives that describe money. We will go over some word collocations. We will also talk about some idioms. And so idioms and so forth. So this will be mainly a vocabulary lesson today. So, all right, I look forward to working with you today. Let me show you again what this lesson is all about. So, hello, Mai. How are you doing? Okay, well, she's getting her microphone ready and set up. Hi, Mai. Hello, how are you doing today? Hello, Mai. Hello, Mai, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Oh, good.
you, teacher.
Good. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good afternoon, teacher. So, how are you?
Very good. Very good. Yeah. So I'm happy to see you. I haven't seen you in a couple weeks, I think. So,
Yes.
yeah. So how are things going in? It's Vietnam, right?
Yes. Yes,
Right.
I'm from
Yeah.
Vietnam.
Yeah. So how are things going in Vietnam?
I live in the north of Vietnam, so it's winter here and it's quite cold.
Uh-huh. How cold is it? Is it -5 or +6 or?
No, Vietnam is not cold as in America. It's about 15 degrees C.
Okay, so but the thing is, weather is relative. It depends on the person whether, you know, what's cold and
Yes.
what's not cold. So yeah, excellent. So yeah, so you are experiencing winter conditions then. So
Yes.
all right, all right. Hello, Khalid. How are you?
Yes, how are you? Thank you.
Very good. So and are you the Khalid from Libya or are you from somewhere else?
No, from Libya.
You are okay. You are the
Yeah.
because your picture is not there, so you're using a different account or something.
No, it's the same.
Is it the same? Yeah, I just don't. I just don't see your picture. I just see this right now. So
Okay.
yeah. So I thought it was somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So how are you doing, Khalid?
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah. Well, we are comparing temperatures right now. So how warm or hot or cold are you in Libya right now?
We are in the winter.
Uh-huh.
Winter, but if you're comparing our winter with the other, maybe it's like west. We are in the because in the Middle East we are fine. In the office it's 14 degree now.
Okay.
14.
That's what Mai said it was in Vietnam too. You said it was 15? So yeah, so it's for you guys it's cold because you're used to 40 degrees, right? Or 50
Yeah.
degrees.
Yes, it's not very cold, but it's okay. For me, it's fine. Yeah.
Hmm.
To be honest, here we reach 40 degree in sometime in the summer, but we are not like Dubai or Saudi Arabia. It's more warm than us. So
Hmm.
we are more like Turkey, near from Turkey. Yeah, because in
Okay.
the Africa.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you're and you have do you guys have a more dry heat or do you have a humid heat? You call it. Is
Sorry?
do you have a dry heat or a humid heat?
You mean heating system?
Yeah, no. There's two types of heat. There's a dry heat or humid. Humid, it has a lot more water in the air.
Yeah, humid for us, yeah.
For you, it's humid. And how
Yeah,
about
more humidity, yeah.
Okay. How about in Vietnam, Mai? Is it dry heat or humid heat?
Winter is dry, but in summer it's very humid.
Oh, so it's both. Wow. Okay. And here in Idaho, we have very very cold winters, and our summers we get maybe about we get 40 for a couple weeks, and that's it. 35 maybe, and we have a very dry heat.
Yes. In spring, Vietnam is very humid. My clothes cannot dry in spring. We
They
have
can't
to use
dry.
machine. Yes.
Oh wow. So you cannot air dry your clothes. You have to use a machine because it's that humid. Wow. Okay. Hi Vincenzo, how are you today?
Hi teacher, I'm fine, thanks. What about you?
Doing very well, thank you.
How
So
is the weather? Yeah.
we were just comparing. I just looked it up. In Libya, it's 14. In Vietnam, it's 15. In Idaho, it's 5.
In Italy, in Italy it's 10.
10. Okay, so
10. It's raining right now.
Okay. Do you consider, is 10 cold for you, or is it?
Yes. I can say that for me it's not cold. Yes, for me it's not cold.
Okay.
I can bear this kind of temperature. Yes,
Okay. You
yes.
can bear it.
Yes, but when there is 5 degrees, I think that I can feel cold. Yes.
Yeah.
But 10 degrees, I like this way.
Yeah, that's how I am. When I was living in Finland, though, when it was above 0,
yeah,
I would call it a Scandinavian heat wave, and because I would always wear a coat, but I would not zip it up. So, but now it was 4 degrees earlier, and I was cold. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I prefer that when there is humidity, when there is hot, heat, heat and the humidity at the same time. Yes, because the years before we have a climate where it was very, we have had humidity and heat at the same time. Yes, that's why I don't bear this. I don't like.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys. It's always fun to compare. I love to, as you guys know, having been in my classes before, I love to compare just to see the way of life and just different things about different cultures and so forth. So today's topic is on money. And we'll be what we're going to do is going to go over money adjectives, and then we will talk about value, so how you can place value on different things, but with the language. And then we will go into collocations with money, and collocations are how you can use certain words to mainly for a specific meaning. It's basically a phrase. And then we will talk about idioms with money. So that's the plan for today. And I believe that's it. Yeah. So hopefully we can get through them all. So let's first of all, let's start with these words. We have affluent, broke, cheap, generous, giving, hard up, mean, penniless, tight-fisted, wasteful, wealthy, and well-off. Okay, so do you guys, are there any words here that you do not know?
Well off.
Okay.
Well off.
Okay, I'm going to make it bigger, sorry. If you were, oh, I made it too big. Sorry about that. Okay. Holly, make it smaller. if you are well off, you you have a lot of money. You are wealthy.
Okay. Yeah. Excuse me.
And hard up.
Do you have a link of this?
Yes, it's actually if you go to the if you go basically to this place right here, right here, you can just press on here and you'll find the link.
Go see.
So
Can you put
just press on worksheet. I can get you the actual. I can do the link real quick.
Okay.
Bear with me a moment. Yeah, so well off means that you're rich or you're wealthy. So, okay, are there any other words?
Hard up mean mean.
No, hard up is opposite of rich, of being well off. If you're hard up, you struggle for money. So, here's the link, Vincenzo.
Also, I think.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Binless the same, huh? Same with hard up. There's no even depend, right? Binless.
What was the word? Penniless.
Penniless. Penniless is no money at all, huh?
Yeah, penniless. Yeah, it means you have nothing to your name. You're penniless.
Even
Yes.
No pin.
Yeah, no pennies.
Pin. Yeah, no
Yeah.
penny. Yeah.
All right. Welcome, Ake. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Very good. Okay. Awesome. Your microphone's working. So, okay. So, do you know all of these words, Ake? And are there any that you need to need clarification on?
Tight-fisted and well off.
Okay. If you're tight-fisted, so well off is wealthy.
Yes.
Okay. If you're
Adapt is the
tight,
contrary.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're tight-fisted, it means it's the same as mean. Does everybody know what
the meaning of mean? What is it?
Okay.
Would you repeat?
The meaning of mean? This is of course we always have to make it a little difficult. Mean in American English and British English are completely different. So it depends on. So in American English, it would not be on this list. So it has nothing to do with money.
And the English, it's mean in the average. Huh?
Yeah. So in American English, mean is unkind. If a person says you are mean, you are basically being unkind. My nephews and nieces, when I tell them no, and when they want something, I tell them no. They tell me you're mean. So, but in British English, to be mean is to be stingy.
Stingy.
And stingy is kind of
people that doesn't spend a lot of money. Is very strict about money.
Yeah, it doesn't want to spend money.
Yeah, okay. Stingy. But unkind is the same of rude. Rude, no.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
So it's a completely different. So in this, when we're talking about these money adjectives, the mean is the same as tight-fisted.
The opposite of generous, right?
Opposite of generous. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Stingy or mean. Mean
Okay.
American. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna do this a little bit different because there's 4 of you, and you're all fairly good in English, and so I'm going to have you guys take one category. So, Khaled, could you take the word with having a lot of money, and Vincenzo, you take the one with having very little money.
Okay.
That category, and Mai, you do willing to spend money, and Ake, you do unwilling to spend money. And what I want you guys to do is tell me the words that are in your category. And then I'll write them down, and we'll see if they're right. Ake, stingy means a person who doesn't want to spend money.
Okay, in British English.
And in American English.
In American.
American English means stingy. I think it's unkind in American English.
No. I mean, mean means stingy, but we don't use the word mean. We use the word stingy. So. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes
got it.
sense. Okay. All right. So having a lot of money. Khalid, can you give me the words for somebody who has a lot of money?
Wealthy,
Okay. Wealthy.
and
Okay.
also affluent. Affluent.
Okay.
Because generous is willing to
Yeah.
spend money. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Wasteful. I don't know what's the meaning of wasteful.
Which word?
No, wistful, no.
Wasteful.
No.
Rồi.
Well,
wasteful. Wasteful is also giving money. Okay, I think this one is no another words here.
Well
Yeah.
off.
There's one more. There's one more.
Okay.
Well off.
Well off. Sorry,
Oh.
well off. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well off.
Okay. So, Vincenzo, having very little money. What are the words for there?
Allora, hard up,
Okay.
and that
Okay.
penniless,
Okay.
very penniless. Could be cheap. No.
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 That's
Mean. No.
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 One more.
No. Wasteful. Tight-fisted.
Yeah, tight-fisted is when you're not wanting to spend money. You're stingy.
The same mistake.
Yeah.
Broke.
So the word is broke. Yeah.
Broke.
Broke. Yeah. Okay. And willing to spend money. Was that my?
Yes.
Okay.
Generous.
Okay. Generous.
Yes.
Okay.
Wasteful. Wasteful.
It's in that category, but I have a hard time with that being there.
Giving.
Giving. Okay. Yeah. The last time I did this lesson, I told the student that this didn't fit anywhere. So. Because to me, if somebody is willing to spend money, to me they're generous in giving. But I guess I can see the point where if somebody is wasteful, that's to me negative, and I can see that some people are foolish and they spend money when they shouldn't. So, okay, unwilling to spend money. Ake.
Okay. Mean. Tight-fisted.
Okay.
And cheap.
Cheap. Okay. And cheap has several different meanings, but in this respect, if you're a cheap person, you just really don't like to spend money. So, but it has several meanings there. So, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to...
Teacher, in which category are you?
Excuse me?
No, I wonder in which category are you?
In which category am I? Oh, I'm definitely hard up.
Good question. Yeah.
For everyone, a good question for everyone.
Yeah. I'm hard up and generous, so that's why I'm hard up.
Hard up, yes.
Yeah.
I could say I can say, but sometimes I'm wasteful, but sometimes I'm not wasteful.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if there is a category in this way. For a person, it's going to change. No.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm very attentive to the money. But other time I am not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so and I think that's the case. Some
but
people
I'm not very generous. I can say.
Oh, really? My sister and her husband, I think, are the most generous people I've ever met. They will hear that somebody needs something, and they will go and they will take it out of their living room and take it to them.
But sometimes a moment of foolishness.
Yeah.
So I can be wasteful. No.
Oh, yeah, we all can. Abdullah, welcome. Welcome. Can you speak? Hello, Abdullah.
Hello.
Hi. How are you? Welcome.
Welcome. Hi.
Welcome. So we're just started on this topic, and so let's go ahead and talk about this. So okay, I would like you to. Okay, are you there? No, he said he's be right back. Mai,
Yes.
could you describe a typical student in your country using some of these words?
Yes. They are having very little money, and they like cheap. They like cheap product.
Okay.
Yeah. They are unwilling to spend money because they are having very little money.
Okay. So they're tight-fisted because they are penniless.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And okay, and it's interesting because in my country, many students, for some reason, and I'm not sure why, the American banks will give credit cards to students, and so many students in my country are not tight-fisted. They're pretty generous and wasteful. So, and how about Khalid? How about in Libya? Can you describe a typical student in Libya?
A typical student, I think in Libya it's we don't have a lot of little people is in the hard up situation, but you know the typical student, you will find some students are penniless, of course, but a lot of students they got the money from the family, and they are okay, fine. I mean, some of them is generous, but a little of them, but it's okay because you can consider the family in Libya is not in the poor situation. That's why.
Yeah, so the families are all usually intact. That's good. All right, and how about in Abdullah? Remind me again where you are from.
Okay. I am from Saudi Arabia, but
Saudi-
I live in Australia.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I think I've taught your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, very very nice lady. Yeah, I was wondering where you guys have been. Have you been really busy? Haven't caught you in a while, so
Yeah, studying. And
yeah. So a typical student, a typical Saudi student. How would you describe a typical Saudi student?
okay, the typical Saudi student, usually they are not wealthy people, but even though they are not wealthy, they are very generous, and they are willing to help anyone that needs help.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Awesome. All right. And Vincenzo, how about in Italy? Could you describe a typical Italian student using these words?
It's very difficult to describe a typical Italian. Typical Italian student, or no, the man or general, a man in general.
To students, typical Italian student.
Students. Well, I think in this period it's very difficult. We have people that are very attentive to money, so I think that they are not very generous. Yeah, but it's so difficult to describe a student because I have not experienced this category.
Okay.
I'm not examples of them. Nothing.
Okay. All right. 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 Thank you. Japan. Not Japan. Aka. You're not Japan. You're Aka. Tell me about a typical student in Japan.
Typical student, they just listen to the lecture and quiet, even though the teacher asks something, they don't answer, they remain silent. Kind of, yeah.
Okay. But how are they with money? Could you describe one of those, some of the words on the board? How would they be?
Money?
Yes. Are they hard up? Are they generous? Are they tight-fisted? Are they affluent?
It's up to the character, or it's up to the economical situation.
So
Yeah.
every student is different?
I think so.
Okay.
But usually, students not so well off, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't have a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. All right. Yeah, in the States, it's a different thing. Okay, so talk to me. Abdullah, tell me, could you describe a business tycoon using these words?
Business what?
A business tycoon. Down here at the bottom. Tycoon.
I couldn't understand.
A tycoon is a very give an example. Donald Trump is a business tycoon. Steve Jobs, Richard Branson, Bill Gates. They're all business tycoons.
They spend a lot of money.
So I have to describe these people?
Yeah, using these words. Are they wealthy? Are they hard up? Are they generous?
Yeah, okay. I think business tycoon are very wealthy people. They have a lot of money, and I think they are not generous, I think. And also, I couldn't find any word.
Okay. Yeah, so of course it does depend on the person.
Yes, dependent. Yeah, some of them is very generous, but some of them it's even with if he will off, but at the same time maybe it's stingy or mean or.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very
depending on the behavior or the situation. Yeah.
Yeah, each person is different. So, okay, how about a refugee? In Vincenzo, I think Italy gets a lot of refugees. How would you describe a refugee using these words?
Refugee. I think that could be a person that comes from another country that has problem in their country, in his country, because there is war or there is or something like this. That has difficult that has problem with living in order that they want that. Need to go to another country in order to have a better living. Could be in this way or not.
Yes, I don't know. That's exactly what a refugee is. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Italy gets a lot of refugees from Africa.
Yes, yes, a lot of refugees. Tunisia, see, Africa, and also see. They are going to pass to come in Italy, and after they can go to Germany or other countries of Europe countries.
Yes. Okay. Are they usually hard up or penniless, or are they generous?
Yeah, generally hard up people. No, people that doesn't have money. They are in bad condition of living. And they are very poor, so they have all the money in order to pay the if I can say, the trip to Italy. They have paid a lot of money in order to get to Italy, and with the risk to lose his life, has happened sometimes with these people. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Mai, how would you describe an extravagant celebrity using these words?
An extravagant celebrity is very generous. Wasteful.
Wasteful, I think.
Yes, wasteful. Yeah. Affluent. Yes. Affluent and wasteful.
Yeah, affluent and wasteful. I would agree with you there, because they're extravagant. Okay. And Abdullah, how would you describe a philanthropist?
What does it mean?
Okay.
Sorry.
That's probably a new word for everybody, right?
It's new, but I know the meaning.
Okay. So can you describe it then, Khaled? How about you just do this one? Why don't you describe a philanthropist and tell us what it is too?
Okay, I will try. I think those people is even if they are not wealthy, some of them is wealthy, but even those are not wealthy, they giving the money to others, they helping the people, they are very generous. So I think something like this.
Usually, a philanthropist is usually considered somebody who is very wealthy, but they are generous. For example, Bill Gates has the Melinda and Bill Gates Foundation, and they give a lot of money to people around the world and different foundations.
I hear he maybe has the foundation for to fighting malaria, and maybe he put in this foundation. I don't know, 50% of his money. And but I think in Islam we have those people
even. Are you there? Oh, he left. Oh no! Right in the middle of the sentence. Abdul, he's on his way back. Good. I was intrigued by what he was saying, and then all of a sudden he's gone. So.
Sorry, the connection. Hello?
No worries. Are you there? Okay. So you said in Islam we have those, and then we didn't hear you. So.
Yes, we have. I mean, such as people. No need to be wealthy. I mean, it should be wealthy to be financialistic. Sorry, I can't. The word is difficult for me. But to be I mean, even if you are not wealthy enough, maybe you will give money to people or helping the people.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And I think that's basically what we would describe as somebody who is generous. They're not a philanthropist. A philanthropist would be a millionaire and above. Okay. Yeah, but I would say that, like for example, in the U.S. this time of year, because it's the holidays, it's the end of the fiscal year. A lot of people are donating to charities and stuff like that. In my country, it's very much part of our culture to give money at the end of the year.
Yeah, but when I translate this word in the dictionary, I found it is the man who helping the people with his money, but that's why it's confused me. It's no need to be very rich, but you explain that the philanthropist, you should be rich
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's from my understanding. I very much could be wrong, but the only time I've ever heard it is when when you're talking about somebody who has a foundation and they give money and
Yes.
so forth. So they would call that person a philanthropist. So, all right, a supermarket cashier. Ake, could you describe a supermarket cashier? What do you think they are all about when it comes to money? Are they wealthy, hard up, generous, mean, or any of these other words?
In general, they are not well off. Well, probably. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If they are rich, maybe they don't work as a cashier.
Yeah.
They are used to get money. They are used to get money. Teacher.
Yeah, but they don't get to keep the money. No.
I don't know if they are going to take the same habit.
Yeah. You know, there is a supermarket chain in the United States that is employee owned, and there are people who work for the supermarket who have become millionaires because of that. Because the company is employee owned.
I don't understand. Becoming how come?
Yeah, instead of, you know how a lot of companies are, this company is employee owned, and so at the end of the year, when they give out profits, usually companies would give profits to the stockholders. Well, in this company, they give it to the employees. And it's based on how long they've been there, and this company has actually made some of their employees who are supermarket cashiers wealthy and affluent, because of that. I saw it in the newspaper or in Facebook or somewhere a few months ago, and I was like, really?
So it's a good job, no?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. It's very, very. You don't find a lot of companies like that though. So.
Yeah.
But okay, let's go on. Let's put these expressions in order from 1 very good value to 6 very bad value. So which one would have, when you're describing something, which would have the very good value? What do you think? Anybody?
Good value.
Which one has the best value? If you're describing something, would it be a bit pricey, a total ripoff, a good deal, reasonable value for money, a real bargain, or way too expensive?
Reasonable value for money.
I can understand more many of these pictures.
Okay.
Yes. I understand only a real bargain and a way too expensive, but a good deal, yes, I can understand. But the other, I don't know.
Okay, so a bit pricey means if you say something is a bit pricey, it is a bit expensive.
A bit, only a bit, no?
Yeah, just a little. So you would say, on this, for a bit pricey, this would be a little expensive. For that one.
And what about total ripoff?
Okay, and this means a total ripoff would be the only thing I can think of is I was cheated.
Cheated.
Yeah. If it was a total ripoff, it means that you got something that was not. For example, let me show you something that I just received, and I got it as a present for my sister for Christmas, and I'm not going to give it to her. This right here, and it's supposed to put your cell phone. I've decided to keep it for myself, but put your cell phone in this, and her cell phone is too big; it won't fit. And it's nice that you can put the credit cards. It's a nice little wallet, but this is supposed to be a holder for it. But this is this will not move. It's skewed together, so it's a total ripoff. So, but I only spent $6 on it, so it's not that bad of a ripoff. So, but I have to find something else for my sister for Christmas. So,
It's a kind of robbery. No.
yeah, exactly.
You know that we exaggerate. No,
Exactly. That is exactly what it is. A total ripoff would be a type of robbery.
Yes.
Okay.
Robbery, robbery in a high street.
Yeah. So a reasonable value for money. For example, let's take the classes that these classes here on Verbling. I think you guys get a reasonable value for your money. If you were charged probably $100 a month for unlimited classes, that would not be a reasonable value for money, and most of you would not pay. But a reasonable value is what you are charged, I think. I don't think it's expensive. So, but a real bargain would be if a Verbling came to you and said, well, we will charge you €20 or $20 a month. That would be a real bargain. All right. Let's go ahead and May, what do you think is probably the best value? Which one of these?
I think it's a reasonable value for money.
Reasonable value for money would be the best value?
No, I think
that's in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle, yes. The good deal is better than reasonable value, I think. But I think the first one should be total rip-off.
For very good value?
No, rip-off. Rip-off is cheap.
The opposite. The opposite.
Opposite, yes.
That would be very bad value.
Oh, sorry.
I think good deal.
Very good value, it means it's cheap or expensive?
Very good value. A very good value means it's a very good value means it's not cheap, but it's a good price. Okay.
Okay.
Very bad value would be it's a bad price. So $100 or $150 a month for unlimited classes at Verbling, we agree would be a very bad value. Okay. So remind me to talk to you guys about the word cheap. So, okay, so 6 is a total ripoff. We know that that's the very bad value. But what would maybe? Let's go backwards. Let's go. What is 5 maybe?
Way too expensive.
Way too expensive, yeah.
Way too expensive? Yes. 5. Okay.
A bit pricey for maybe.
4 is a bit pricey. Yes.
Pricey.
Reasonable value for money.
Yeah, this one would be definitely in the middle.
And
Okay.
here, 2.
Okay, a good deal would be 2. Okay.
Yeah.
And then a real bargain.
Okay.
So
Real bargain.
no. Okay, is the reason you didn't say anything is that because you're Japanese?
Sorry, but real bargain, it means it's better than good deal, because I guess it's real.
A real bargain is better than a good deal.
Okay.
And okay, you stayed silent because you're Japanese, because that's what you described yourself.
Probably because I kind of maybe. Yeah, it sometimes happens, you know. Japanese, it's up to the character, or it's up to the kind of classroom, but yeah. Japanese, especially young students, don't discuss so vitally in the classroom.
Yeah. I just had to tease you because you don't normally you're not normally
actually,
quiet.
I don't know what is the best word. Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't get the exact answer of these words, so.
No, it's okay.
I was wait and see.
I just had to tease you because you just described that Japanese students are quiet. So I hope you understood that it was just a tease. Okay, so tell me, Abdullah, $100 for a 10-minute taxi ride. How would you describe that using one of these phrases?
Okay, 100 for 10-minute taxi. I think it's a total ripoff.
Does everybody agree with him?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay. And okay, a meal in your favorite restaurant. How would you describe that?
Your favorite restaurant?
Reasonable value for money.
It depends on the price. That, I mean, also,
Depends on the restaurant.
from the restaurant, from the price that you have, that they.
Yeah.
It's very strange, this question.
So, well, your favorite restaurant, everybody.
I think, if it is my favorite restaurant,
We can
maybe.
put the price, teacher. We can put the price in this question.
Okay, yeah, but let's let Ake talk. Okay, Ake.
Yes, I think if it is my favorite restaurant, kind of, I don't. If it is too high, too expensive, I feel it's not fair. But usually I feel good if I eat in my favorite restaurants.
So would that be a reasonable value for money then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think could be a good deal.
Okay, so a good deal as well for
Yeah.
money, or a good deal, because well, of course, some people, their favorite restaurant is a bit pricey. For me, it isn't. It's always a good deal.
Depend on the restaurant that you
Yeah.
choose.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Maybe it's a bit pricey, but the food deserves the money.
So if let's see Vincenzo, is $50 for a meal in your favorite restaurant for you and your daughter? Is that, how would you describe that?
Yeah, I think that could be a reasonable value for money. But it depends from the kind of how can I say, meal that you are going to take. Yes, you can get for $50 very few or not a very good how can I say,
Service.
meal. It depends. No, it depends also from the restaurant. But in the medium, $50. It's a reasonable, let me say, price.
Yeah.
Right
So
now.
I think the reason they didn't put this on, put a price on this one, is because in every country, for me, a $50 would be pricey.
I think if it's a favorite restaurant, it means that you usually go to that restaurant for a meal. So I think it should be reasonable value for money.
Yeah, I think it depends.
Generally, I'm going to spend less than $50. Then 50 euros. 50 euros.
50 euros, yeah.
Less than 50 euros. I'm going to spend generally 30 or 40 euros.
Yeah. If it's too expensive,
for
we
two,
can't
for
go
two
there
people.
too.
For 2 people.
Yeah. If I go to my favorite restaurant once every few years because it's a bit pricey. So $50 for a night in a 5-star hotel. May.
Good deal. Good deal.
A good deal.
I think a real value.
Actually, a reasonable value for money, no?
No. I think real bargain. It's
it's a good deal. No, it's a good deal. Yes.
Good. It's a good deal or a real bargain, one of the two. Depending on the country that you're at.
5-star hotel can bargain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the States, $50 for a night in a 1-star hotel is normal. So.
Yes, I know.
Yes, because I think $50 you cannot find 5-star now.
No, I actually have back in the early 2000s. I was able to stay in, I think, 2 4- and 5-star hotels for $30. $30, and that was because I went through. If you guys know Priceline, Priceline.com. I went through there, and I just wrote that I'm going to be at such and such airport. I want to stay at a hotel near the airport. I'll pay $30, and I said I wanted a 4- or 5-star hotel, and I got a 5-star hotel in Salt Lake City, and I got a 4-star in Kansas City, Missouri.
And what is the medium price for a 5-star hotel?
Oh,
it's depends from the location, the sites.
Yeah, it does depend on the location, and those.
And the season, the season is very important.
Yeah, in those locations, getting, I would say, at that time, of course, this was 15 years ago. At that time, I think a 5-star would have been one night. It was probably between about $85 to $90 or $100.
80,
So
80, 85,
so about €100.
to you. Yeah.
You know, in the Holly, in the last visit to Turkey, I think before 1 month, I was in Turkey for vacation. I booked a 4-star hotel in Antalya, in the sea. Me and my wife and my children, 40 half board. It was €40. I think it's a good deal for me, or even real bargain. But
Yeah.
in the
It was.
summer, in the summer it will be maybe €200 or something.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. The season itself is very important.
I agree. Totally agree. So, all right. Abdullah, how about if you were to pay a flight ticket with a budget airline?
I think could be maybe a good deal.
A good deal, yes.
Yeah.
Usually, Ryanair is really good, I think, in Europe.
Yeah.
In the States, Southwest Air used to be really good, but it's not as good anymore. So, okay, train fares in your country. So in Italy, Vincenzo, are train fares?
It's in your country. They are very, what can I say, very low in this period. Can say a good deal, no, good deal. Good deal because the price is very low, and we have good service with Italy, with the Italy trains. They are very modern train. Yes.
Okay.
And now it's possible to travel in a good way at a low price.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So I can say a good deal. Yes.
Okay. And Abdullah.
In my country.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah,
okay. All right. Abdullah, how about in Australia? Are train fares in Australia a good deal, a bit pricey, a rip-off?
No, I think it's a bit pricey, but it's a good way to go to school or work rather than using a car, because the petrol here is way too expensive. So no, most of people cannot afford the price of petrol, so they use the train.
Okay. How about in Japan, Ake?
Yeah, it's up to the area or what type of train you're getting. And in Tokyo and Osaka, the metropolitan area has a lot of train companies and lines, so it's to compete each other, so they price down, so it's relatively cheap. But this area, there's no competitor, only one railroad company, so I think it's not so. How can I say? It's not a good deal actually. It's not, and if you get on a bullet train, the cost is almost equal to the airplane. It's fast, but it's costly.
Okay. Yeah. So bullet. So is a bullet train more expensive than a airplane, or about the same?
Sometimes it's more expensive than cheap airplane ticket.
Okay.
But usually it's almost same as airplane fare.
Okay. And Mai, how about in Vietnam? Are train fares
It's
a bit
very
pricey,
cheap.
or?
No, it's cheap. Usually, yes, student and person who doesn't have money use train to travel.
Okay. All right. And how about in Libya, Khalid?
Maybe in our dreams.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have trains in Libya. It's still in plan. But generally in Libya, the oil is very cheap, and we use the cars there.
Okay. Yeah. And that's like I was just actually telling in my last class before this one that in Idaho the only trains that come through Idaho are freight trains. Do you guys know freight trains? There are no passenger trains at all. Because we don't have enough people that would take a train. So I think it was 1989 that the train Amtrak, which is the train company here in the U.S. Stopped. Yeah, we have not been able to get passenger trains back in Idaho at all. So you have to go to a neighboring state. And you have to go west in order to go east, because the eastern states near Idaho also don't have trains. So.
But to be honest, in Libya, especially in Tripoli, in the capital city, we used to have trains, because even the oil is not expensive, but there's a lot of cars, and the city. Was very crowded, so I think we should have a train system to organize the
Yeah.
The rush hour is very, very, very rush in Tripoli.
Okay. All right. Now, next one: beer or coffee in your hometown. So, Abdullah. Instead of in your hometown, how about where you're living now in where is it? Where are you in Australia?
I live in Melbourne.
Melbourne, yeah. I knew it started with an M. I just couldn't remember. I wanted to say Montreal, but I was like, no, that's in Canada. So in Melbourne, let's compare coffee, because not all of us drink beer. Is coffee in your hometown? How would you describe it?
I think it's a real bargain. The price of coffee. It's equal here and my country. They are about $3 each coffee.
Okay, about $3.
So it's a real bargain.
Okay, and how about coffee in Japan?
Yeah, kind of $1 coffee competition happened probably last year. Since then, many McDonald's and a convenience store like 7-Eleven offers a kind of a dripped coffee, only $1. So
wow!
It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. Khalid, how about in Libya?
In Libya, the coffee is dependent, because the normal one, what the people usually take, it's very cheap, and it's a real bargain. It's around $50. But in the like Starbucks or other coffee or cappuccino, it's maybe in the expensive restaurants, it's also good deal. It's in the average $3, something like this.
Well, that's good. All right, excellent.
Yes.
All right, and how about in Vietnam, Mai?
It depends. It depends on kind of beer or coffee. For normal people, I think it's not expensive. For coffee, it's about nearly $1 for a cup of coffee.
Oh yeah, so it sounds like it's pretty much the same worldwide, really. So Vincenzo, how about in Italy?
Yes, this morning I paid 80 cents
okay.
for a coffee.
That's about $1.
Yes, always about $1. Teacher.
Yeah, so €8.
Cappuccino is a little more. It's 1.20. What can I say? 1.20 cents euros.
$1. Yes. You say €1.20.
1.20 euros.
€1.20.
It could be, I don't know. I think $1.50.
Yeah, $1.50. Yeah. And I, to be honest with you, I don't drink beer and I don't drink coffee, so I haven't got a clue on either one of them. So.
Yes. But generally, 250 centiliters, 250 centiliters.
So €2.50.
Yes.
€2.50.
€2, yes, but yes, not €2. €1 and a half. When I say yes.
Yeah, €1.50. Yeah.
Yes, 150
Yeah.
cents.
All right. So I hope you all are able to download the rest of the to look at the download the worksheet to look at the rest of the material. So we've got some idioms left, I think, is what was left. So I hope you guys have a great day. I'm heading to bed. It's now 2 a.m. So I'm going to take a nap before my 4 a.m. class. So
okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
See you next time. Bye.